shit out of you. You know, I don't care how mentally retarded you are. And if you ain't mentally retarded, by the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be mentally retarded. But anyway, okay, and then this is a whole other story, right? There was this chick that I was seeing in Lansing or whatever. I ain't gonna say no names, you know, because I'm sure she ain't gonna appreciate it. Anyway, she had this boy toy. Me and her was dating each other, whatever. She had this toy that she was fooling around with, but he didn't know nothing about me. Right? This dude looked like, you know, like straight up a caveman or something, like, you know, head all beat up and banged up. His face looked like he's maybe about 80 years old and shit, you know, and he's like 26. Anyway, me and this girl were getting arguments a lot or whatever like that, and she'll delete me off the page and block me, you know. I end up saying something to her. I was like, stop delete me when you're mad at me, baby, or whatever, like, you know, you Facebook bully. Well, this dude gonna come out of his pocket and say something to me, like, he said something. That's because she don't like you, dude. Get it, or whatever, dumbass. And I'm laughing. I was like, dude, you're just a toy. I know my girl's banging you. I know that. I am the boyfriend. He didn't know that, so he's talking shit like he's big, bad, and tall, coming in there. He don't know shit. And then he's going to tell everybody that I'm stalking him and I'm stalking the females and shit. And I'm like really falling over laughing now. Why in the hell am I going to stalk you when you, for one thing, you look like somebody hit you in the back like 90 times or some shit, or like, you look like a caveman that like broke out of the ice age or something, he just thawed out or something, or an alien probe. They look like an alien probe. They dropped him here or whatever. Like they're like, oh man, this don't look like the rest of these people. We gotta leave him here anyway, so maybe he'll blend in. And then they just left him. But anyway, I was roasting on that shit. I had to throw that out there. You know, I had to let my Facebook people hear this. Today's subject. I put a post up the other night because I got a lot of female friends, and they're all talking about how they hate living their life in Lansing. Like Lansing just. Oh, we can't never find no decent guys. There ain't no decent guys in Lansing, blah, 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 blah. You know, and or they get all these guys in the relationship last 2-3 months, you know. Oh, this guy's really awesome and he's great. And, you know, like I said, 2-3 months later, you know, they could become the scum of the earth, the assholes. And, I never liked him, blah, blah, whatever, he was with him. But anyway, I get these chicks that are kind of like high-class type maintenance girls. And then they was like, oh, I got my boo. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm happy for you. Where'd you meet him? Oh, I met him at a party, blah, blah, blah. And I've been to some of these parties, and I'm like, yeah, I met him at a party. I've been to these types of parties. I didn't see anybody in there decent enough to date. Boyfriend got me there maybe for a piece of ass, you know, because there are some hotties up in that shit, you know, badass-looking chicks, and I'm sure there's some badass-looking dudes for the females. So I was like, yeah, that's a great spot to go get, you know, your tallywhacker wet, or get, you know, your kitty cat, you know, pet or whatever, but they're talking about, oh, I'm dating this guy, blah, blah, I'm about to move in with him, whatever, taking pictures with him because they're all happy they're with him. And then I'm like, okay, you met this guy at a party. You got yourself a real winner there. You know, and I'm like, you know, so I go and look at the pictures, you know, of the chick and her dude together, and he's like, got these clothes on or whatever, look like something I would wear back when I was in high school, like, you know, 10th grade to 12th grade. I'm like, okay, this dude's like 30-something years old, and he's baggy pants and clothes that, you know, you would see somebody in high school wearing. They're like, okay, this guy's like a grown man, looking like he might have just graduated in the 10th grade, you know, and I'm like, wow, are you serious? That can't be your guy. No, it just can't be your guy. I mean, you know, you got like your shit going on, girl. Why are you with this dude? Then you go and click on another picture, and he's throwing gang symbols, and he's hugging up on, you know, on his boo, and he's throwing gang symbols, or some kind of like West Side or whatever. And I was like, dude, who cares what side of town you on? I don't. There's a West Side on every single town, every single state. There's a West Side. I bet you didn't know that. There's a West Side, and there's an East Side, and and a South Side. Oh, and a North Side. Yeah, we get it. Throw them signs. Okay, you're on that side. What town? Malibu? No, but anyway, so they're throwing these signs, you know, just looking like a straight thug, 30, 40 years old, whatever, and you know, it's like, are you serious? And this girl's like all hugged up on him, smiling and cheesing, like, yeah, I got a winner. And I'm like, yeah, you got a winner. I was like, obviously, you got a fat ass car, and you got a nice ass ride, and you got a nice ass job. That's why he with you. He ain't with you because, well, I mean, what's he going to offer you? You know, I mean, selling dope is not a job. You might think it's a job, they might have money. Selling dope is not a job. I sold dope. Yeah, it was damn good money. But tell that to the court systems, and when you filing your taxes, oh, I'm a W-2, you know, I'm a, what do you want to call it, a public servicer? I service the public, you know. Oh, you know, yeah, what are my benefits I reap? Well, I'll get head here and there when they're short on money. But anyway, selling dope is not a job. Or all these 900 million musicians out there. We got the next Kanye West. We got next. Yeah, you guys got the image down pat. You guys look like retards from high school or whatever. So you got the look down. You got that down. But everybody's a musician. How many of y'all catching a record deal? About 5 out of the 900 million. That's not a job either. Just to let you know, it's not a job. So I pointed this out on my Facebook page. I was like, look, ladies, these are not men, you know. I mean, yeah, they might look nice to look at, but in the long run, no. I'm okay. Or you know, they're hooked up on this guy, and I'm like, oh, you guys might have a baby together, you know. And for one, they probably already got 5, 6 kids already. And then he got like, you know, I don't know, handful, 3, 4 different babies, mamas. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, guys, both of y'all sit down at the table and start doing this math. You got like 5, 6 kids. He got 5, 6 kids. Y'all got like 10 baby mama. Think about it, guys. Seriously, look at each other just for a couple seconds. Did either one of y'all stick around all the relationships? Do you think this one's going to make it past 6 months? No! And then, you know, then I started getting the hate mail. Oh, you was that dude at one time. That's exactly right. I was that dude at one time. I live out in a little podunk town now called Eaton Rapids. How often do you see me going into Lansing to hang out and drink? And, well, I mean, I like to drink. Don't get me wrong on that. I love to drink. But you don't see me going from all these parties to parties. I'm 34 years old. If I'm going to a party, I'm going to go to like a banquet dinner or something like that and hang out with other mature people, you know. I mean, yes, I have some cool-ass friends, and I will go into Lansing and hang out with my cool-ass friends that I've known for 20-something years. Of course I'm going to go hang out with them. They are like family to me. But I'm not going to go to some other people's house or a party that I barely know for like a few years just to hang out with a bunch of other people that are drinking and getting high and just talking about stupid shit and drinking and driving. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, I did this when I was high school. Why am I still doing it 15 years later, you know? Like, okay, the same situation. You don't do it 15 years later. I mean, that's like, you know, okay, I'm going to go wear like a style of clothing or something. I'm going to go wear some clothes that were cool back in the 50s. I'm going to wear them now because, why not, you know? I mean, we partied 15 years ago like that. We're going to party like this now. Anyway, I had a lot of people send me a lot of emails on my post. I'm like, emails, you know, right? And then a lot of these females like, you know, oh my God, you are so right. That shit's so funny. Oh, that's just hilarious. And I'm like, yeah, I know it is. That was the whole point of it. It was a roast, you know. I was trying to point this funny shit out, you know. These women think they got these winners, and they're really not winners, but they think they are. That's because, you know, they're getting dipped down at the moment. They're getting paid attention to. They, you know, they're getting a little side love for a quick minute, but they ain't looking at the long run. Well, this dude's not going to be there after maybe a year or so. They're not seeing that. So, I get a lot of, you know, compliments on that shit. And it's like, dude, you be blasting that shit on the reel. You're speaking the truth. Then you get a few select ones that get really pissed off, and, you know, they put some hate mail up on your post. Why is that you're doing that? Because I obviously touched an area that affected you. You must be one of them guys if you're hanging out, doing all these things, and you're in your 30s. Okay, that's telling the world that you are one of those guys. Don't do that no more. And if you're single, okay, think about that. You're 30 and you're single. Why would you be single? Could it be because of what I just said? Of course. I'm still kind of single because, you know, I pick a lot of losers. I know I do. That's why the whole situation of that post was funny, because, you know, I even caught